Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about how to be social when you have eczema. And trust me, I've been through it and it's really hard. So I'm going to give you guys 5 tips to make your social life a little bit easier while you have an eczema flare-up. I have been in so many situations where I've been embarrassed or I've felt really uncomfortable, but I've learned a lot of strategies so that I can help you guys maneuver your way around being social. For example, I remember this one time I went out to go get sushi, and in the later stages of eczema you can have sushi and it's fine, so I ordered something called a rainbow roll. So basically what it traditionally, or like what it's supposed to be, is it's a roll that has cucumber and avocado in the middle, and then it's topped with different types of fish. And that's what I expected to get, and I was out with one of my friends, and one of my friends' friends. So it wasn't people that I was super comfortable with, and I order it, I put it in my mouth, I taste the texture, and I know it has to come out of my mouth. So I use a napkin and I dispose of it, and then I spoke to the waitress and I was like, hey, I think there's crab salad in this roll. Would you be able to tell me if it has dairy in it? And so they asked the chef, and of course crab salad is usually made with mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is made with eggs, and we can't have eggs. So I was really embarrassed. I'm the type of person where I don't really like attention on myself, especially in that way. And so I apologized and I was like, blah, 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 blah. So they ended up redoing the roll the way it's supposed to be with the cucumber and the avocado. And they actually gave me my sushi roll for free, which made me feel really bad. And I explained to the waitress, I was like, well, like I'm lactose intolerant, I can't have it. And saying to someone that you're lactose intolerant is a really big part of trying to maneuver going out to eat while you have eczema. So, jumping right in, I'm going to talk about number 1, which is being able to research the menu. So let's say you're with all of your friends and they're like, let's go out to eat. And they're like, let's go out to eat on Friday. Right now it's Wednesday. And you're like, okay. They pick a place, you start doing some research. One of the best things you can do even before then is try to give some recommendations to the group of places that you can eat. One crazy place that you can actually eat is Chipotle, and you'd never think that, but Chipotle is basically an American chain. I'm not sure if it's gone to other countries or not, or if it even originated in other countries, but it's very popular in America. And what you can do, it's the style where you order each thing as you go. So like you'd put rice in the bowl, you'd put beans in the bowl, lettuce, and then you can put their vegetables in the bowl, or you can put like their chicken. So there's definitely some things you can eat there. So let's say they choose something that you did not suggest. What you need to do is right away try to use the internet and try to see the menu, or go there in person, get a paper menu, and start reading. So you want to look for things that say like salmon, green beans. What you can also do is order a bunch of sides. So look at the sides, see if they have like mashed potatoes, well, you know, like mashed sweet potatoes, green beans, beans in general. You can see if they have like a shrimp dish. And you want to make sure that it doesn't say pasta, and if it does, there should be a little icon that says GF or gluten-free. You can order soba noodles. They're made out of buckwheat, and buckwheat is gluten-free. Asian restaurants are very easy to eat at. You can get nigiri or sashimi, sashimi just being the fish itself, and that's really safe even for stage 1 eczema. Also, you can always get miso soup or pho, or you can get clam soup. If you watch my New York City vlog, I actually show you different things you can eat while you're out. So look for that. Also try to search the menu for a salad. That's really helpful. and especially if it has like grilled salmon on it, that's great. So that leads me to tip number 2, which is call the restaurant ahead of time. If you see something you like but you don't know how it's made, give the restaurant a call and say something like, I see that you have salmon on the menu. Can I get this just steamed or grilled without any oil? Because a lot of oils are super inflammatory to eczema, and especially you don't want it cooked in butter. That would be really, really terrible. Also, ask them for an allergy menu. Say you're lactose intolerant, you're gluten intolerant, and do they have an allergen menu? A lot of different places that you go will have this menu, and it'll make your life so much easier. Another tool you can use is a website called Happy Cow. It's not extremely friendly to gluten allergies, but at least gets you places that won't have dairy or eggs. So Happy Cow is basically a vegan website, and while I don't encourage you guys to be vegan, it does make it a whole lot easier to find things without lactose. So a lot of vegan restaurants are also gluten-free friendly. So try to steer clear of like the fast food vegan restaurants and try to go to a real like sit-down vegan restaurant, and they are usually super friendly to gluten allergies. They'll probably have that little GF icon. So that's a good start. So my third tip is going back to something I said in my first tip, and it's look for salads. Salads are really easy, but you have to order it without dressing. What you can order instead is oil and vinegar. Usually it comes out with extra virgin olive oil and some sort of vinegar, and if you're at least in stage 2, you're perfectly fine. If you're in stage 1, avoid dressing completely and just try to put some water on your salad. But, you know, try to look for salads that have like lettuce, spinach, arugula, kale, leafy greens are great. Try to avoid tomatoes. Avoid the word crouton. Crouton is a little piece of bread that's hard and crunchy. And typically you can formulate a salad that works for you. You can either add ingredients, subtract ingredients. There's another restaurant called Panera Bread, and that's one that Americans go to. And at Panera Bread, you can order and make your own salad. So usually they have these little like TVs where you can order your food, and so go to it, get a base of a salad, and then start customizing things. You can take things off, add things to it. You can add, like, I think you can even add salmon to it. So check out Panera Bread if you're in America. That's really helpful to make your own salad. Number 4 for having a social life with eczema is you have to take a stand and dictate the plans. Let's say you're going on a date. Don't go out to eat. Do something different. Go for a walk. Go for, you know, a run. Play board games at your house. Try to steer clear of eating and do things that are fun and stress-free, like exercising or playing games. Play video games. Do anything but eat. Go grocery shopping. Okay, that still involves food. That's just fun for me. I love grocery shopping. You know, there's so many different things you can do. Go for a hike, go for a drive, walk around the mall, go shopping. So try to just avoid situations where you don't feel comfortable. If you're someone that's shy and can't ask a waitress if there's butter on the salmon or if there's butter in the mashed potatoes, then remove yourself from being social in that setting and go do something else. I do have a couple tips for coffee shops. Occasionally you can have decaffeinated coffee, but it has to be decaffeinated with the Swiss water method. So if you go to a coffee shop, either order an herbal tea without caffeine or a decaf coffee decaffeinated with the Swiss water method. That will help you a lot. My last tip is be honest. A lot of people in this world are going through their own issues. People are usually pretty understanding when you say like, oh, actually I'm lactose intolerant, I'm gluten intolerant, or if you say something like, I have a lot of allergies. Most people especially in America, have a lot of allergies. And it kind of makes me mad because our American lifestyles are set up in a way that destroys our bodies. People end up with crazy allergies, cancer, diabetes, obesity. So everyone pretty much has allergies because of the poison that we put into our bodies. So people should be understanding. Just be honest, say, I have eczema, I'm healing it naturally. You have to avoid a lot of foods. Don't even say that, just say I have food allergies and leave it at that. Just try to be honest. Say, you know, this on my face, this is eczema, I'm healing it. It'll be gone in a while, don't worry about it, and live your life. So I hope this helps. I know being social is really, really hard when you have something that gives you pain, that agitates you, that embarrasses you, but you're not alone. I have a Facebook group, it's a support group, and you can ask me tons of questions, we can have conversations, you can just get, you know, emotional support. It's called Healthy Skin, Happy Living. You can just type that into Facebook and I'll find you. And yeah, so if you guys need help, just shoot me a message. I've been through it. It was really tough. If you don't think I've gone through it, go to my earliest videos and I show you my skin. There's a video called like meal prepping, and I meal prep like papaya and beans and rice, and I show you my arms. I have clear arms now. I just didn't then. So if you don't think I went through eczema, don't fool yourself, because I've suffered through everything you're going through. So I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have video suggestions, let me know in the comments down below, and goodbye.
Crashing waves, but I wanna see them at first light.